Hi, I'm Meg, and today's video, I want to talk about what is the meaning of life. I think most of us have grown up perplexed by this question and just constantly a topic growing up, at least in my family. And I know other families that it was a really big topic of conversation, and some people continue to ask it throughout their life. So, what is the meaning of life? Well, in Bible verse 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, it says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind." So, it's basically saying that we should not be dominated by fear, and that what is more important is that we embrace love and kindness. And I think that's a really, really important verse, Bible verse for today's world and everything that we're going through. So I have some quotes here that I think are interesting to think about when we think about what is the meaning of life. So Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "It is a series of lessons that we must experience." And I like this one. I think that life is a series of lessons. At least it feels like a series of lessons. I feel like we are constantly bombarded with lessons. And that's not, I don't mean to say bombarded like it's a bad thing, but like lessons are a daily thing. We are always learning lessons, having challenges, and having to overcome these things. Whether that lesson be in your career, like, okay, oops, I just said the worst thing in a meeting, and now I'm going to have to deal with that. So that is a huge lesson. And that lesson is I need to zip it and listen before I speak. Sorry, I got an itch. Yeah, just listening, self-awareness, really big deal. The Dalai Lama would say the meaning of life is to find happiness. And I have always used that a lot in my life because I grew up with a certain amount of depression, and that's okay. But it's just, for me, it was a constant struggle. Like, I want to be happy. So what things would make me happy? So playing sports made me happy because it was a chemical thing, but the endorphins that would be released and the way I felt about myself and the physical aspect of it always made me so happy. So I really resonate with that. And then George Bernard Shaw said, "Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself." Well, okay, so yeah, it is. I mean, we make decisions all the time. Who do I want to be? I'm a different person than I was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And I make different decisions based on my new wishes and desires I have in life, the new things that I really want to do and be. But if I were to take George Bernard Shaw's quote about life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself, I would say life is about creation. What are we creating in life? And it could be, maybe, you could be creating a restaurant, or you could be creating any kind of business, or could be creating art and selling it, or you could be creating a medical practice, or you could be creating a home improvement company, or there's so many things. And so I like to think that life is somewhat about creating. And I think it's a lot about creating. I love to create. This YouTube channel is something I've been wanting to do since 2017. And this is my third channel. And this is the one I'm sticking with. And I'm excited and I love it. And for me, it's a great creation. Yeah, so life is about lessons, which was Ralph Waldo Emerson. And it's about creating, which is George Bernard Shaw. So for me, those two resonate a lot, as well as the Dalai Lama, because let's find some happiness. If you can't find happiness and you can't share love and kindness to other people, then you're kind of missing out on the whole point of life. So with all of these quotes and the Bible verse, we can easily be many of these things or all of them, whatever, it is to you. We're all individuals. And really to create something amazing, you're not creating for yourself, you're creating for other people. And that is an act of kindness, it's an act of love, it's an act of generosity. And there's endless other quotes and Bible verses you could look up. Those are the ones I chose based on who I am. And I hope it resonates with you. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you, and I will see you in the next video.